Good evening, welcome all of you. The topic to be discussed right now is on the divine love is deep and vast and silent. The divine love is deep and vast and silent, but the human love is just opposite. It is on the surface, not vast. It is very much limited. It is not silent. Anything can happen at any time. Human love can fail you, but divine love can never. Anyway, the topic to be discussed right now is on the divine love is deep and vast and silent. Human love is just contrary. That's what Sri Aurobindo wants to explain, from which we can make a better understanding on whether we'll stay confined to human love or you will move towards the greatness of the divine love. Divine love, unlike the human, is deep and vast and silent. One must become quiet and wide to be aware of it. But human life is opposite. One must can never be quiet, and he will be narrow to be aware of it and reply to it. Whether I love her, I want to know immediately whether there is a reciprocation. I am giving one flower. If there is a smile from it, I'll try to gauge it, and I feel after some time I can be able to understand that she is giving a smile not to me but simultaneously at least to 10 persons, not taking a flower from me happily and smilingly. Simultaneously 20 flowers have been accepted. When you know, your love will fade away. One must become quiet and wide to be aware of it and reply to it. To give oneself is the secret of sadhana. To give oneself is the secret of sadhana. That is the sadhana. Sadhana means to give oneself. That is what. And not to demand and acquire. That is the not to demand and acquire. Originally we demand, we try to acquire. The more one gives oneself, the more power to receive will grow. It depends upon how much you give, how much you can secrete, how much you are ready. But for that, impatience and revolt must go. Impatience and no revolt. This must go. All suggestion of one getting, not being helped, not being loved, going away of abandoning life of spiritual endeavor must be rejected. You must have infinite patience. You must not complain, compromise, compare, because your own thought is limited. It is specific. It can't be able to understand and judge the divine love by your little patch of human mind. That's what you must know. The more one give oneself, the more one power to receive will grow. But for that, all impatience and revolt must go. Number one, impatience, revolt, and must go. Revolt and impatience must go. Suggestions of not getting, not being helped. 3. Number 4, not being loved. Number 5, going away. Number 6, abandoning life. And number 7, spiritual endeavor must be rejected. You know, divine is all and the divine decision is the final for you. So far these sadhakas are concerned, for people who are pursuing this integral yoga, that must be taken proper care of, and with that you have to move. That is what the initial requirement, that is the utmost requirement. Aspire intensely but without impatience. Aspire intensely but without impatience. That is the thing you must take care of, you must know. And again, Sri Aurobindo move forward. But whether love or goodwill, whether love or goodwill, the human feeling is always either based on or strongly mixed with ego, whether you know or not. That is the major problem, major setback, major obstacle on the way. Strongly mixed with ego. That is why it can't be pure. When somebody is mixed, how it will be pure? Even if you take the example of sugar and water, that is all mixed, you can't be able to know. Maybe you can guess some denseness is there, little change of color. Like this, even if I know, but actually I think drinking ordinary water and drinking this sweet water, it has got the difference, and you prefer the second one. That's what normally it is done. It is said in Upanishad. That's what Sri Aurobindo gives example. One does not love the wife for the sake of the wife. One does not love the wife for the sake of the wife, or the child, or the friend, etc., as the case of may be, but for the one's sake of one's love the wife. One's sake, one loves his wife. I'll quote it again. Sri Aurobindo quotes from Upanishad. Very interesting line. One does not love the wife for the sake of the wife, or child or friend, as the case may be. But why the love is one's sake, but for one's sake one loves the wife. That is also, selfishness. For one's sake loves the wife. There is usually a hope of return. That is what? Hope of return. I love because in return I will be loved. I care in return. A day will come when I will be cared, because this child is not able to make a stand. I am helping, and one day he will come stand up and help me. The case is that hope of return, of a benefit and advantage of some kind. Something will be there. It will be bestowed upon me. Benefit or advantage of some kind, or of certain pleasures and gratifications, mental, vital, or physical things. Anyway, the purpose is selfishness, and the love very soon sinks, diminishes, and disappears, or turn into anger, reproach, indifference, or evil hatred. That is the criteria. That is what we need. Upanishad, Sri Aurobindo has quoted. We are loving not for the sake of loving, but there is a purpose, give and take relation. One does not love the wife for the sake of the wife, or child or friend, etc., in the case may be. But why he is loving? One's sake, one loves. For one's sake, one loves the wife. For yourself. That is, there is brute selfishness in between, in you. For that, actually, your love, your relation breaks down too soon. That's what Sri Aurobindo tries to explain here. But usually, hope of return. Number two is hope of return. Number two is benefit or advantage of some kind, or of the number three, certain pleasure or gratification, mental, vital, or physical. Their person loved gives. So, what we have to do? Remove the things and love very soon. Remove these things, and the love will very soon sinks, diminishes. This number first sinks, second diminishes, third disappears, and fourth turn to anger, reproach, and indifference. So for that, actually, love for the love's sake, but not in the with an mixed idea of getting loved. If that is the criteria, if that is there mixed inside you, that naturally failure will come. There is no doubt of it. And next, Sri Aurobindo goes forward. To bring the divine love and the beauty and ananda into the world is indeed the whole crown and existence of our yoga. Here we feel, we think and we feel Sri Aurobindo is not a real person about to love, because he is a yogi. He has not done so many things for good things for Mrinalini Devi and all, justice, not justice to the even family, so and so. Sometimes you feel also hard-hearted, but the thing is that Sri Aurobindo tells about not about the human love, but of the on the divine love. To bring the divine love and the beauty and ananda, three things. Divine love, beauty, ananda into the world. It's indeed the whole crown and the essence of our yoga. So this is the object of yoga is to bring the divine love, beauty, and ananda into the world. That is the whole crown and essence of our yoga. But it has always seemed to me impossible unless there comes as a support and a foundation, God of the divine truth. Three things again. For that, actually, you must have three things: support, foundation, and the God of the divine truth. That is what Sri Aurobindo quotes. It is supramental and the divine power. If these things are not coming to the picture, to the arena, for the help, then nothing possible. Otherwise, love itself, blinded by the confusions of the present consciousness, may stumble in the human receptacles. If this is supramental, the thing, divine truth, support, foundation, and the guard of the divine truth are supramental. If this support is not there, then human receptacles will fail. Even otherwise, we may find itself unrecognized, rejected, and rapidly degenerating, lost in the frailty, of human inferior nature. For that, actually, descent of the divine truth, of touch of the divine truth, or descent of the supramental is necessary, absolutely necessary. Again, Sri Aurobindo goes forward nicely. We'll have a bright observation of Sri Aurobindo. Universal love, again, different types of love we have seen: human love, divine love, universal love, God's love, love of the divine, supreme love, animal love, different kinds of love you see. Here also another term Sri Aurobindo quotes, universal love. The universal love is spiritual, founded upon the sense of one and the divine. Universal love, founded on the sense of the one and the divine everywhere. That is universal, everywhere. The world is God fulfilled in outwardness, everywhere. And the change of the personal into a wide universal consciousness. Change of the universal personal into universal, wide universal consciousness, free from attachment and ignorance. That is the universal energy. It is vast, widely spread, wide universal consciousness, free from attachment and ignorance. And finally, Sri Aurobindo comes to the conclusion here for this, at least for this session. The supramental love, another, after universal love, another thing we have got supramental love. Is an intense unity of the soul with soul, mind and soul with soul, mind with mind, and life with life. That is the supramental love. Supramental love is actually intense unity of soul with soul, mind with mind, and life with life, and in entire flooding of the body consciousness with the physical experience of oneness. You'll experience physical experience of oneness, presence of the beloved in every part, beloved, capital B, of the divine, in every part, in every cell of the body. That is what is known as supramental love. Soul with soul, intense unity, soul with soul, body with body, life with life, mind with mind. and you can feel the physical intense oneness, experience of oneness, the presence of the beloved in every part, in every cell of the body. That is what known as your supramental love. Very nice topic. You have to recognize, you have to feel at least. Thanks for now. We'll see you tomorrow.